I'd heard about it. The saddest animated film ever made, people said. But I wasn't exactly racing to watch it. I mean, I'm not a huge animation person, and I thought, how bad could it be? Then one day, I figured, if I could survive Schindler's List, I could probably handle Grave of the Fireflies. I was wrong. I was not ready. Welcome to Real Talk, where we spill the tea on movies and all the madness in between, with wit, sass, and zero sugarcoating. From the opening scene, just a boy dying at a train station while people walk past like it's just another Tuesday. Then zoom out. Not just one boy, but many, sitting there, dying slowly. His last word? Setsuko. And the passerby? Disgusted. No compassion. A street cleaner rummages through the boy's belongings, finds a candy tin, opens it, sees something inside, maybe some old candy, maybe something else, then tosses it like it's trash. And that's when it hits. This boy's treasure is someone else's garbage. When the tin hits the ground, something spills out. And then, the spirit of 4-year-old Setsuko appears. Then Seida's. She turns, sees him, smiles, relieved. Her brother is here, with her, as he always was, as he always tried to be. A cloud of fireflies surrounds them. Gently, softly. They board a ghostly train together, hand in hand, reliving the tragedy that brought them there. It's World War II in Kobe, Japan. 14-year-old Seita is burying food supplies and family valuables in the ground before heading to the bomb shelter with his 4-year-old sister, Setsuko. He tells their mother to go ahead. She has a heart condition. He slips a photo of their father, a proud naval officer, into his shirt pocket. He's wearing his dad's Marine hat like a badge of hope. Then the sirens wail. Setsuko screams. She doesn't understand, but she's scared. Seita ties her to his back and runs. As they flee, he turns and sees it. Their home already burning, swallowed by flames. There's no going back. They run with the crowd. Panic, screams, chaos everywhere. The next air raid hits. This time, Setsuko doesn't scream, she just trembles. The fear is written all over her tiny face. Setsuko, like any 4-year-old, cries for her mother. Seita gently calms her down, with a drop of her favorite candy. And suddenly, there it is. The joy in her eyes, the smile that breaks through the fear. Just one tiny burst of sweetness, and for a moment, she forgets the horror around her. It doesn't fix anything, but it's a small escape. A little pleasure in a world that's falling apart. They finally reach the shelter, and that's where Seita learns the unthinkable. Their mother didn't make it. Burned in the raid. He doesn't tell Setsuko. Not yet. He just carries that pain alone. They go to live with their aunt. But it doesn't take long before the kindness runs out. She's patronizing, cold, and treats them like freeloaders. So they leave. They find an old, abandoned bomb shelter and make it their own. No walls, no roof, but freedom. They laugh, they play, they chase fireflies. For a brief moment, they feel alive. But they have no clue what's coming. Life's about to get harder, and they have no idea how to survive it. At night, Seita catches fireflies, releases them inside their mosquito net. It glows with soft golden light. For a moment, it feels like magic. But in the morning, they're all dead. Setsuko buries the fireflies. Then she asks, "Why do fireflies die so soon?" And just like that, the metaphor punches you in the throat. These kids are fireflies. Bright, innocent, brief. Lighting up the world for a moment before being swallowed by darkness. She also asks, "Why did mommy have to die?" Seita freezes. He'd tried so hard to protect her from that truth, but Setsuko already heard from her aunt. As time goes by, food runs low. Seita starts looting during air raids. While others run for shelter, he runs toward empty homes. He's no thief. He's desperate. The scene of a soldier shouting, "Long live the emperor," while people flee for their lives? Chilling. Tone-deaf nationalism amid civilian terror. Setsuko starts slipping. Malnutrition, delirium. You see it in her eyes. That vacant stare. That heartbreaking moment when she chews on marbles, thinking they're candy. Makes rice balls out of dirt. Seita rushes her to a doctor. The doctor shrugs. She's malnourished. No meds, no care, just give her food. Seda explodes. Where am I supposed to get that? He cashes out his mother's last savings, learns the war is over, Japan lost, his father is dead. He races back to Setsuko. Too late. She's gone. Initially, he places her favorite candy tin beside her body to burn with her. But he changes his mind. He keeps it, the tin she loved, the one thing that brought her joy, the only thing he has left. He cremates her and places her ashes in that tin. That was her treasure, and now it holds her. And that boy we saw at the start? Starving, fading, forgotten on the station floor? That was Seita. The film has looped. The horror isn't just emotional, it's structural. It began with the ending. Because for children like them, war doesn't end in victory. It ends like this: quiet, unnoticed, unfair, and I'm left gutted, absolutely wrecked. Here's the thing, this isn't just a sad story. It's a real story. A personal one. The original novel was written by Akiyuki Nosaka, based on his own experience losing his younger sister to malnutrition during World War II. He later called it his apology to her. It's a confession of guilt, helplessness, trauma, and it's a warning. This is what war does to children. When Studio Ghibli adapted the novel, they didn't sanitize it. They didn't wrap it in glossy sentiment. They honored it, frame by devastating frame. The animation may be beautiful, but the truth it tells is brutal. And speaking of real, there's that photo. The one that looks like it should be from a war movie, but it's not. It's real. An American photographer, Joe O'Donnell, took it in post-war Japan. A boy stands straight as a board, his little sister tied to his back, her head tipped back. He's waiting in line at a cremation site. The photographer thought she was asleep until someone came to untie her. She was already gone, starved. The boy never cried. He clenched his jaw and walked away. That image? It's haunting. But here's the worst part. It wasn't some rare tragedy. That was normal. That was post-war Japan. And that's exactly why this film slams so hard. It doesn't glorify anything. No heroic speeches, no slow-mo battles. Just quiet, aching, everyday suffering. A world where children die quietly, where kindness is a luxury, and where no one steps in. When the photo resurfaced in 1995, the whole nation wanted to know, who was that boy? In 2020, a 50-minute documentary called Searching for the Standing Boy of Nagasaki was released, and it got darker. Medical experts looked at the photo and said the boy showed signs of radiation sickness, bleeding from the nose and eyes, probably from searching for his family near the blast zone. The film revealed what many already suspected. This wasn't just a powerful image. It was every orphan's story. Children standing still while the world let them fall apart. Let's talk about that candy tin again. Because that thing, it's not just a prop. It's a character, a symbol. It's everything Setsuko clung to in a world that kept falling apart. At first, it's her joy. One tiny drop of sweetness when everything else is bitter. But as the story goes on, that tin starts to empty. And with every candy gone, so goes a little more hope. Setsuko tries to ration them, to make the happiness last. But you know how this ends. When the candies run out, Seita uses the tin to make sugar water, her last taste of sweetness. It's heartbreaking. Because that tin, it's not just about candy. It's about comfort, escape, love, and eventually, loss. At the start of the movie, when the street cleaner finds it and casually tosses it away, gut punch. That tin held her ashes, her joy, her whole story. And it was thrown out like trash. That's the point. Her death wasn't special, wasn't rare. It was one of thousands. She was just another firefly, burning bright, dying quietly, forgotten fast. And yes, those candies were real. Sakuma drops, actual Japanese fruit candies from the early 1900s. They went bankrupt in 2022, which just feels cruelly poetic, like even the candy couldn't survive. Here's why this film hits even harder than Schindler's List for me. That film is powerful, of course, but there's a distance, a scope that feels big, historical, almost untouchable. But Grave of the Fireflies? It rips that safety net away. It's small, personal. It forces you to sit in the dirt with these two kids, to to hear their stomachs growl. Setsuko, in particular, is the emotional core. Her innocence, her tiny joys, her confusion, and ultimately her suffering. It all guts you. You see her hallucinate food. You watch Seda do everything but beg because even as he starves, he's still holding on to his pride. This movie makes you feel helpless in the exact same way they were. And let's be honest, the most painful parts? They're not the bombs. They're not the gunfire. They're the people, the indifference. That aunt who treated them like parasites. The doctor who didn't even blink. The farmer who told Seda to just go apologize, while also warning him not to embarrass his naval officer father. Excuse me? They're just kids. And the strangers who just walked past, looking the other way. The attitude, the lack of compassion. That's the real horror, because this isn't just one story. It's not just Seda and Setsuko, it was thousands of children, thousands of graves, thousands of candy tins. So yes, be angry, be gutted, be broken. That's the point. Because war, it's not fought in speeches or on maps. It's fought in rice bowls, in empty stomachs, in quiet deaths that never made the history books. And always, always, it's the children who pay the price. So yeah, maybe it's just a cartoon to some, but Grave of the Fireflies is more real than most live-action war films. It's a wake-up call, a cry for compassion, a warning. The smallest among us always suffer the biggest consequences. This film isn't just anti-war. It's about neglect, pride, and the quiet failures of society. It's a slap in the face to anyone who shrugs and says, "That's just how it is." No, that's how we let it be. Grave of the Fireflies is beautiful. Devastatingly beautiful. Though honestly, I couldn't rewatch it. Not anytime soon. But if you've never seen it, you must. It's not just about war. It's about love. About a brother and sister who had nothing but each other. This film doesn't just tell you about suffering, it puts your face to it and says, look, this happened, and it could happen again. So let's never, ever forget the Fireflies. Let's be the kindness someone else needs. And let's stop romanticizing war, because in the end, it's nothing but grief in slow motion.